Open up, honey, it's your lover boy, me that's knocking. Why don't you listen to me, sugar, all the cats at the high school rockin'? Honey, get your bopping shoes, for the jukebox blows the fuse. Hey, everybody hopping, everybody's bopping at the high school hop.
You know, I was wondering, what is the difference between a marijuana cigarette and a regular, say, Marlboro Red cigarette?
You can see the difference between a real cigarette and marijuana.
We already knew that.
I smoke so much pot.
Jackass.
He's an idiot.
And there'd be no mistaking the texture or contents if you were to handle them.
Like a dick.
The darker one has been rolled in wheat straw paper. In most of the reefers, a double thickness of paper is used.
No duh.
Doy!
Bonkers.
Bonkers away.
Now, in the language the addicts use among themselves, marijuana is referred to as Mary Jane,
Chronic.
pot,
Sticky icky.
weed,
Cannabis.
or tea. They never say to each other, let's smoke a marijuana cigarette. They say, let's turn on, or let's blast a joint.
Have you ever found a marijuana cigarette on, like, maybe let's say the floor of your classroom?
Yeah. Classroom or like a girls' gymnasium or something.
A marijuana cigarette was found on the floor of one of your classrooms, and another was found in the girls' gym.
What are the odds?
I knew it.
What are the
I
odds?
absolutely knew it.
And that's enough to start a big crusade in Santabello High?
Mr. Burroughs, please understand, Miss Williams, like many of us, believes in the progressive theory that there is no such thing as a bad boy or girl.
Listen to Baldy. He's got a point.
Although, I did know a guy in my neighborhood, his name was Slick Willie. He was a bad boy.
He was a bad boy.
He was dealing dope to all the kids.
Staying out past 8:30 every night.
Yep, seeing R-rated movies and junk.
Putting his dick in all the squashes.
And he wasn't even married.
No ring. Middle finger. Eat a dick. I'm a bad boy.
Who's a bad boy now? And we don't even have a marijuana cigarette. We're not even blasting joints right now. Squares.
Baldy.
Well, there's a high school in Indiana. I don't know whether they followed your progressive theories or not. They had no problem 3 years ago.
Think he has any numbers for this part?
It's fucking Einstein over there, you know he does. What's your EMC squared this time?
Yeah, write it on the chalkboard, douchebag.
But out of a total enrollment of 1,200 students, 285 were found to be using marijuana or heroin. And this dreadful condition was only uncovered through a horrible accident.
Like, little Eddie Jones went to the basketball court, you know, because he was out of school for the day, and his brother was out smoking reefer somewhere, and he never picked him up, and the kid got hit by a Mack truck.
Or what, he got high and got shingles 10 years later? No correlation. You can't pin it.
Right. He was probably selling his little sister in the high school halls for doing sexual things to the teachers.
What if he got polio? You think that's weed related too? No, FDR had polio. That was 5 years ago, okay?
Yeah.
It sucks,
Yeah.
but none of them smoked.
Matter of fact, I actually think FDR might have smoked a little pot.
Probably. That's, you just...
And look, he was successful.
Okay, the FDR was in office for like 18 fucking years. Why is no one pissed about that right now? That's a crime. Okay,
Yeah.
I know he's a great guy.
Yeah.
He's very progressive. I like him. I like you. I like you. Baldy, you're cool. But you're doing okay.
I'm skeptical about you, Baldy.
But the fact is, FDR had 3 terms.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And no one said a fucking thing.
He was un-American as fuck by traditional standards.
I'm about had it with these guys.
Yep. I'm out of here.
Why did we come? I don't know what we're talking about.
Let's leave soon.
Baldy?
Watching you.
One student, desperate for money to pay for his habit, sold bennies for quarters and dimes to kids in elementary school.
It's not all he sold.
Nope.
HJs for nickels.
For sure. Lots of nickels, too.
Lots of HJs.
It's a good business, getting in the HJ business. You guys should try that out, being the entrepreneurs you are. Especially you, Baldy.
Baldy? Girl in the
You
white?
can give a couple HJs.
Line you up.
Uh-huh.
You too.
Who gonna make some money? You are, girl.
Pimp as fuck.
Yup.
It was the death of a 13-year-old who had been addicted to marijuana and then to heroin that exposed the ugly facts. But by that time, it was too late for 41 teenagers who were addicted. It can happen here.
Hey,
Here?
right here.
In the meeting, in the press conference.
You telling me you guys have some weed on you?
You got the cannabis? We gonna get high.
Uh-huh. Or are we? Baldy's got the weed. Baldy's got the weed.
Baldy's also got eyes for Whitey over there.
And he has 3 testicles.
He had a third. Oh!